Death. A permanent, irreversible state of body and mind. No healthy individual would play foolhardishly with scenarios that increase the likelihood of such state. But I am no healthy individual.
Fallout 76 is usually known as the cheery, colorful, fast-paced online MMO, in which players with silly skins and crazy weapons attend to wild multiplayer events that consistently pop up all over your map. And while that can be fun sometimes, some of us long for a low-paced, story-focused, somber experience that emphasizes the immersing depth of the Fallout universe. This thought led to the creation of the Fallout 76 Hardcore Survival custom server of my community, where the players are forced into decent considerations of their actions with hardcore settings. 200% additional damage, 25% less carry weight, disabled V.A.T.S, disabled fast travel, 25% higher AP cost, disabled legendary gear and perk cards, enemies whose stats are increased, and finally, no survival turns, scrap boxes, ammo boxes, or aid boxes. Not that those ever come into play, considering the average level per run recorded by all players is merely level 10. With the Fallout New Vegas Coded Burning Springs update, Fallout 76 received a bounty hunting feature that sends you out to kill specific targets for money. Those are usually tougher to beat with mutated side effects like reflecting bullets or merely able to be killed with a melee weapon. Each target poses such a challenge that even higher level players struggle on a regular basis already. So what happens if you combine one hardcore component with the other? Welcome to my Fallout 76 Hardcore Permadeath run as a bounty hunter.
Warning. This work contains violence in form of horrible gameplay, impossible silliness, and unlimited stupidity. Any similarity with pro-gaming equivalents is purely coincidental and is not intended to harm the rights of third Todd Howards. Childish discretion is advised.
As with every of my Permadeath runs, I did not deliberately choose upfront what type of run it should be. First, we have a lucky wheel with multiple options. After a couple of spins, the community gets to pick which one it should be based upon a poll. This is what determined that I should play as a bounty hunter. I decided for a badass yet classy feminine bounty hunter who received the name Lady Artemis, as in Greek mythology, Artemis is the goddess of the hunt and the wild creatures. In regard to the upcoming update of the Wild Pet Companions, a very fitting getup. The ghoul from the Fallout TV show, who's also now in Fallout 26, is basically the main character in the bounty hunting business of the game, so we inevitably have to talk with him. So we also have, by lore, the directions to his bounty hunting business in Highway Town over in Burning Springs, which is Ohio. However, we cannot go there just yet because we would otherwise miss the most essential building plans for crafting benches that we received through some quests in Flatwoods. So the first paramount assignment was to walk down to Flatwoods with a stop at the Wayward, as that could be considered some form of bounty hunting / mercenary work after all. Unsurprisingly, the path into Flatwoods and its two quests was a cakewalk. However, with every update, this live service game changes, which caused a little surprise. Alrighty. Oh, the Mr. Farmans are friendly. Did somebody do that event already? Yeah, it seems like somebody did that already. Ah, I was hoping for level 6 with this one. Ah. So, until recently, the event called Fertile Soil was a triggerable event upon crossing the bridge over to the Vaultec Agricultural Research Farm, with a cooldown timer until the next person can trigger it. The Mr. Farmhands are hostile during this event and require a recalibration. A nice little on-the-go mission that rewards decent XP I did almost every single time in any run. But it appears that Bethesda has changed that, so you can no longer trigger it and just have to be lucky. This means, of course, that I was missing out on necessary XP for leveling up on my originally planned path over to Point Pleasant. So I decided to climb the workshop at Sunshine Meadows Industrial Farm instead. But what are the goals of this run anyways? While high in difficulty, there aren't any real quests regarding bounty hunting unless you expand it to mercenaries work like the Rose Room or Wayward quests. So basically, get to Burning Springs, build a home in Highway Town, completing 5 so-called grunt hunts, which unlock a prime target known as a head hunt, which spawns as a public event, and then go through the entirety of all the challenges in the challenges menu. Most people haven't even done that on normal Fallout 76 yet. A game that added another feature I totally forgot about that will severely interfere with our runs in the future that make me wish custom servers allowed us to disable certain things. Oh, that was a good shot. Alrighty. Let's claim the workshop. There we go. Build some basic necessities. The reason why I claim the workshop is because it gives you not only a little bit of XP, but also you get some plans. And then we will, I think, walk up to the... Oh my god, there's a... Oh boy, there's 3 infestations! Oh my goodness, they don't despawn! Oh my god, everyone who's in Morgantown right now on the server, be mindful. We are having an infestation there. Oh my goodness. Overall, I personally think the studio is missing out on a lot of potential customers to Fallout 76 and its subscription service of Fallout First, with how little has been added to the custom world feature since its release. More player slots, ability to die from starvation like it used to be, disabling certain events as seasonal occurrences, or maybe even reverting the game stage to different builds or allowing mods would all just be so grand. Games like Ark Survival, Minecraft, and the Armor series benefited from the community server so much, but I doubt the marketing experts and resource managers of Microsoft would agree with me here, and that is okay too, as it's not my field of expertise. We can be glad the game keeps getting updates overall. But anyways, back to the topic. After successful climbing and defending of the workshop for some extra building plans and XP, it was time to run up that hill to the radio tower for the next stage of the Wayward quest line. Taking out a few Scorched, placing the camp down as is allowed on Permadeath server to build in pre-existent locations as long as you don't block any paths, building the Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign, putting the given holotape into the terminal for transmission, and taking out some incoming hostiles. After that, it was time for an insider. Maybe we'll get XP from that, and guess what, y'all? Guess what? Look what I found, everyone! I just have to be mindful because I know there's a raider sometimes around there. Look at this, y'all. It's the pipe! I found the pipe! Look at this. Here is the pipe, everyone. Corpse pipe. Pipe is life. Well, is it though? Sniff. Woo! To have a proper check-in for the Wayward quest, I decided to run back there briefly and report to the quest giver Duchess, who now required me to clear the enemies in West Virginia Lumber. But I decided that something that far away, I may as well try my luck to finally go over to Burning Springs, a dangerous, life-threatening endgame region that can only be accessed via one specific bridge that is protected by dangerous, life-threatening cultists who one-shot you with a Molotov cocktail. So what could possibly go wrong? Okay, so I think what I could try is sneaking past Point Pleasant over to the other side of the river. That way we don't have to deal with the cultists, because they may obliterate me in absolutely no time. I mean, we already will waste a lot of bullets most likely in the entrance of Burning Springs, because there's only one way to get over there. And that is this very road. Everything else is completely closed off. You have no other way to get over there other with fast travel technically, but fast travel is disabled. So even if I had a location in there, I couldn't even get there. But let me just briefly have a look. If I swim like a fish over to the other side. You cannot go that way, it says. Can I at least land? No. Oh god, okay. Let me get some red X and Risking waterborne disease. Good that I have some antibiotics. Those should help. But when I get... Oh my god. Seriously, you're close enough to that degree? Oh god. I feel like this may have been a dumb idea. This may not have been a good idea. Please tell me I can swim through here. Oh, it looks good. It looks good. It looks like we can landfall here. There we go. Okay, good. Okay, we snuck around Point Pleasant. That is an option. Now, that was unexpectedly easy, even though not in the likes of a badass bounty hunter. Stopping by the Ohio state line sign, an image for that little triumph had to be made before the inevitable onslaught was about to happen, because the narrow corridor into Burning Springs is heavily guarded and armed. To save you some time, let's speed this one up. So, I have to confess something here. This is my first try fighting my way through this narrow corridor on the survival Permadeath server. The last time I did this, it was merely a power armor guy with a minigun that is way easier to take on than one with a Gatling plasma that stings significantly more. However, as my PC back then broke down and a new one took 4 weeks delivery time, I had no way to download the stream in time of Twitch's 2-week deadline of downloading streams. That coverage of that run was hence irreversibly lost forever, and it was merely a matter of time until I would do this again. And the tactic that prevailed the first time was trying to lure out the power armor guy out of that camp and separating him from the rest, so I can take on each of one of them one by one. However, spoiler alert. Plasma is like, excuse me? Yeah, I will die, I will die, I will die, I will die, no chance. There we go!
No! God! No! God, please, no! 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 No!
I gotta be honest, I really expected that I have a chance, but with a Gatling plasma on the enemy at level 20, no chance. No chance at all. I ultimately thought attempting this at mere level 7 with a 10mm pistol at level 1 may be a little too less power to handle this, so the next attempt would have to be in a higher level. If we can get there, because Permadeath means we have to start all the way over again. For that second approach, I decided to not make any excuses for missing events. We have to be at least level 10 to use such gear in this attempt. So basically I did everything I could think of, no matter how little XP it may reward, in each location I ended up at before deciding to make my way over to Burning Springs. This time, I also was a little luckier as I randomly got the fertile soil event popping up for me in Flatwoods that I committed to. I also decided to walk over to Camp McClintock for the military training that consists of 4 quests that reward quite greatly, and I usually always include them most in my Permadeath runs because of how well they pay out in relation to the invested energy. I even claimed yet another workshop over at the Lakeside Cabins and defending it in addition to the Sunshine Meadows Industrial Farm workshop. Just really anything that gets us to that level 10 so we can craft the Circuit Breaker, an energy variant of the 10mm pistol that acts like a legendary weapon while not counting as one. Consuming brain fungus soup, sleeping regularly for buffs, taking mantids for additional intelligence that boost XP. I even engaged with random encounters in side locations to ensure we could reach that desired level and equip myself properly. I was convinced it would require me also to go to Morgantown Airport, but luckily I made it before that attempted walk, which was good as there was yet another infestation that I decided not to engage with on the hardcore survival server for the time being. The disabled fast traveling setting allows you to still fast travel to hubs like Vault 76, the faction headquarters, as well as the Fisherman's Rest. So I decided to fast travel there in order to do that fishing quest, which granted some extra XP as well. In this run, I also ensured to earn sufficient caps to purchase building plans to gear I thought could be useful or would be otherwise required. I'm not joking when I say I never had to go out of my way to that extent for any Permadeath run so far in my entire life. Burning Springs just really is unforgiving, and even then, you still need this big potion of luck on your side. Like actual luck, not the special stat in the game. because one other barricade remained. The cultists at Point Pleasant. They contributed to my failure in the first run as I hesitated to retreat back to Point Pleasant during the fight against the Rust Raiders. So I thought maybe liberating Point Pleasant off the Mothman cultists would give me more temptation to choose such safe retreat in the emergency case things would go sideways again. Building a camp just outside on a hill and upgrading a hunting rifle to cautiously attack like a sniper from a way larger distance seemed like a very plausible thing to do. Okay. That's 3 less. I'm also impressed. There we go. That's 2 more. There we go. I saw you there. Damn. Dare to go back. Yeah. Hold still. There we go. No. He stopped right in that moment. There we go. And the damage they deal with their guns, especially handmaids, is just absolutely obnoxious.
I regret.
Okay. We're playing Hardcore Survival Permadeath right now. Hardcore Survival Permadeath right now. 1 rooftop here to have a little bit of a better... Ooh, that was a very good one. Very last minute. Oh my god. There we go. Another one over there. Oh my god, of course. No, come on. Faster. Oh my god. Okay. That's not the right weapon. Oh my fucking god. That is all on me because I didn't reload. Okay. Let's stay calm. Okay, where is that? There we go. It's so dark you can barely see, but I see them right there. There we go.
I regret nothing. I will live forever.
Okay, well, firstly you there, and then you there. Okay. Over to Ohio we go, folks. Ohio the 2nd. And just like this, the majority of Point Pleasant was safe. But that was merely the preparation for a way heavier project. Breaking the barricade of the Rust Raiders into Burning Springs. Let's try a similar tactic like with Point Pleasant right now with engage, disengage. I saw somebody moving up there. I hope they will get into yes, into a position where... Oh my god, of course he would move right in that moment. Yes, come to Papa. There you go, sleep well. Usually Palmer dude all the way back over there. There we have it, Rust Guard Punisher. Okay, do way more damage, that's good. Come on, please go die. Shit. Go. Oh my god, I missed that. There we go. Let me disengage again. That's a little bit too dangerous for my taste right now. Especially when they have a missile launcher. But missile launcher seems a little bit more doable than... I need to kill that guy as soon as possible. Oh my god, that was close. Come on, just die, 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 die. Oh my god. Okay, let's run. Oh my god. No! Oh my god. Oh my god, that was a close hit. That was a very close hit. Okay, you either die, please. Oh my god. Okay, 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 okay. Keep calm. Keep calm. Come here. Come on. Let me get you. Let me get you. Okay, you wouldn't have gotten me with that mine. Sorry for that. I have checked out everything way too much. My chat was in a trolling mood too. You can tell people didn't want me to succeed with this, considering how many already died on public servers despite lots of help during this passage. My only luck was that the quest itself for the Rust Kingdom wasn't triggered, as that one spawns way more enemies. For that, we would have to be at least level 30 though it's recommended at level 50. And here we are, at level 15, trying to get through again. Though, upon entering Checkpoint Canyon, it suddenly was very deserted. The alarm still ringing, but no enemy in sight. A very eerie and uncertain situation to be in. Because if it's not enemies who will be the death of you, it may be the game itself. Oh my god! Oh my god! Bethesda! Oh, it's a lovely scene, isn't it? It's just lovely. But yeah, that's the thing. When, of course, 3D models don't have any complex collisions and are just plain collisions, then stuff like that happens. And of course, nobody was thinking of that, and that's okay. You know, like, at the end of the day, they have to finish the product as well. They cannot always focus on all those details, but it was a very close call. If I wouldn't have had the circuit breaker that stuns enemies with the final run of the magazine, this could have been a very certain death. But of course, I don't see any right now, because why would I? Ah. That's one of these guys. That's level 16. Let's go. There's 2 we killed. There we go. A handmade. Hacking, yes.
We are his iron fist.
Oh my god, how many hits did that one need?
Nice.
Still another one somewhere. How was I not capable of seeing them at all? Like, I watched from the tower, I couldn't see any movement at all. Goodness, I really must be blind today. And like that, we made it past that rusty bastion to enter the endgame region of Burning Springs. With a cute little photo session at the Ohio welcome sign past that, it was now time to navigate over to Highway Town to start the bounty hunting business. And maybe not try to die on the way there. Yeah. Oh shit, there are burning rat scorps. Let me try to sneak around them. Let me also put the stealth boys on number 6. I have 3 stealth boys. I will try to save them still, but if I see absolute danger, where I have no other choice, that's then where they will be used. There we go. Y'all, we made it! We are in Highway Town! With that, an important key point was done and completed to arrive at the safest location in all of Burning Springs, where I could obtain pivotal materials to upgrade my gear at a camp I built on Highway Town's upper exterior level that would become our cozy little home. After all of that, it was time to meet the ghoul for our first grunt hunt.
Ha! Well, I'd recognize that look anywhere. You've got that I'm inclined to violence way about you.
Is that a threat?
Now, let's put that hostility on ice for a spell, hotshot. Hands away from the iron. If I meant you harm, you'd already know it. I've got a little proposition if you'll shut up and listen. I happen to run a little service for the folks of this charming locale. See, they ain't got anything you might call law around here. Suits me fine, mind you, but that leaves a lot of bad blood unaddressed. Generous soul that I am, I match demands for vengeance with bloody-handed individuals like yourself, who are eager to deal it out.
And of course, from all the places I could get for the first grunt hunt, it would be the Ash Cave, a location filled with bullet spongy raiders that seems to kill most players online in headhunts, at least from my experience. Luckily, the path over to it isn't as super long, as it's almost right around the corner of Highway Town. But it was a lot of sneaking in the bushes and sniping with the good old engage and disengage all over again, which started to annoy me a little, I must say, but if it increases your odds to survive, you take what you can get. And so I'll spare you again of some minutes with 800% of the original speed in taking out that entire stronghold of Ash Cave raiders that inhabited that place. You can see for yourself why I made such a fuss about it. I extra even sat down during the editing to count. A total of 18 Ash Cavers, from which 4 are in power armor, and additionally 4 turrets and 4 rat roaches. And all of that just to hopefully take down one legendary enemy somewhere in there to progress just this tiny step further. But you know what they say, it's a tiny step for a man, but a huge step for a permakind, or whatever. Chat loved and enjoyed it, trolling continuously with channel point rewards like the sounds of minds, and also to speak German for the precise minute that's important to you in this scene. German for 1 minute by Amazing Bacon Lord. Hang on, I'll just briefly grab meine Stoppuhr für 1 Minute. Halt, stopp! Ah, was? Wie bist denn du jetzt nicht gestorben? Meine Güte, das kann ja wohl nicht wahr sein. Hier, du, verreck. Hier, dummes Miststück. Ah! Ja, schaut euch das mal an. Wir haben es geschafft, jawohl! Hervorragend! And with that, I succeeded at executing my first grunt hunt on Fallout 76 Hardcore Survival Permadeath. But in order to land the big targets, we have to do more. So back to Highway Town to take another target from the pile to make my way there and taking it out. This was an outlaw with a resilient mutation, meaning that it can only be killed with a melee attack. Since they were surrounded by feral ghouls, it only seemed natural to me to lure those out first and taking them out and have a stealth boy ready for closing in on the actual target once it would approach. But I gotta say, I'm not happy about this. There we go, so that's the ghoul. Oh, which is also resilient hence. Yes. Ah, not any longer. There we go. Because yeah, enemies within the close surroundings of those outlaws basically adopt the mutation. 4 to be precise. Which could help in that endeavor. Okay. Let's try this. Oh my god, he almost killed me! Look at my health bar. Look at that health bar. Look at that health bar, everyone. Look at that health bar. That was a very close call. It indeed was. But back to Highway Town, take a poster from the pile to track down target number 3. Ah. Heckin' yes! And another one done. Let's go. Finally. Back to Highway Town, grabbing another poster from the pile to track down target number 4. Ah, I see the enemy. 1 shot. 2 shot. And he's down! Another grunt hunt done and completed. What is it today? And now, you guessed it. Back to Highway Town, grabbing yet another poster to find outlaw number 5. Shit. Come back here. Come on. Another one down. Good. Another one down. Another one down. Grunt Hunt number 5! Whew! Boy. Alright, let me briefly look into my inventory here. Hang on. Did we get now? No wanted poster. Was it not 5 that you get a wanted poster? Am I misremembering? I guess I'm misremembering then. Since I didn't receive it with the 5th Grunt Hunt, it was hence time to do... Yes, another Grunt Hunt. So, back to Highway Town, grabbing the 6th stamp poster to embark to yet another enemy. But then, most players of the hardcore survival server usually don't die at the big tasks. They die during random encounters out in the wasteland. And if that makes any sense. Oh, no. No. Well, they have some damage on them already. Okay, that's one of them. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Where's the other one? There we go! Goodness! Well, not this time for me, eh? A little trolling viewers must be on occasions. But before I bore you with the endless grunt hunts, as they are very repetitive, let's just jump to the point where I died. Or maybe I survived. Maybe the game crashed and the character got somehow deleted through bugs. Or maybe I myself was randomly abducted by aliens from my home, speaking to you from the aether itself. With that said, let's go over. Oh boy, are you ready for this, everyone? Bounty Hunt. That's the one that appears on the map as a public event. The thing is, we don't have fast travel. We'll have to run there as quickly as possible. And then it's no guarantee we'll survive there even, because the fact is that those enemies hack quite a punch. So let's hang the poster right now. There we go. Our first proper bounty hunt. We started it and it's... Where is it? All the way over here at the fort. I forgot the name of it. But let's run down there. Let's hope I can make it in time. No guarantee at all, but I will try just for you, chat. If I die, I die, and the run is done. Let's have a look here. Joining bounty hunting. There we go. Head hunt. Oh my god, I only have 40 seconds. Where's the flare? Where's the flare? Where's the flare? Completely opposite side of the whole thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. 30 seconds. Okay, take a stim pack already. No. Okay. Come on. Come on. What? Hey! Hey! Why can I not? I know, wait before launching the... I guess let's give it a try, y'all. There we go. The mortar is fired. Find the ace. We have 5 minutes for this battle. Oh my god, just die already. There we go. Where did that wolf come from? Goodness. Ah! Why can I not run backwards? What's happening? You even heard me drinking the Nuka-Cola Quantum! Everyone who has played this on public before knows the struggle. Now, with the addition of our extreme rules, I think it comes to no surprise I couldn't win this. But in a beautiful way it shows. Sometimes video games are not about what publishers and developers give us. Sometimes it's about what we make of it. because fun is what you make it out to be. Whether it is grinding the same endgame event or attempting it in a different game mode. If you like unique stuff like this, I'm sure you will like my channel, because producing things like these is kinda my thing. And who knows, maybe one day we come across in the wasteland of hardcore survival permadeath ourselves. I hope as always you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching, have a wonderful day, night, or whatever times that it is for ya, and I see you another time, another day.